Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Black Girl Business Hour. I am your host, L.Will, also known as Shelina Wilson, the owner of 𝒊𝒏𝒕𝒆𝒏𝒕 LLC and Business Beauty Rebel 216. We are here with another wonderful episode of the Black Girl Business Hour, here where we showcase small businesses, not just for women, but for everybody. We do it exclusively live here in our Sister to Sister group, where we get all of our interaction and questions that we love ever so much. So if you have questions at the end, please get them ready. We will be asking our guests today any of the questions that you have. So before we get started, I have to take this time to we have a sponsor, because y'all know, guess who's been sponsoring this puppy for the last, 8 episodes? 𝐇𝐢𝐠𝐡. But that's okay, because today we got a new sponsor. So our sponsor for this episode of the Black Girl Business Hour is High Crown Marketing Group, where creativity is connected with intent. High Crown Marketing provides you with goal-driven marketing and advertising through graphic design, web design and development, marketing, and creative assistant where it's for your business or community-based engagement. Follow High Crown Marketing on social media platforms at High Crown Marketing. Or if you're in a sister group, you can contact them here. So now that we have paid the bills, let's get into this interview. I have a very special guest who's been trying to get on this show for quite some time, and now she got time for us, okay? Let's welcome Miss Shelina Whitmore, who is the owner of Whitmore's Tax Prep and Consulting. Give Miss Shelina some hands in the chat. Welcome, Miss Shelina, to the Black Girl Business Hour. How are you?
Oh, thank you for having me. I am so excited to be here. I am well. We are blessed over here. How are you guys? I'm excited.
Yeah, so let me give you some background on Miss Shelina. Miss Shelina has 20+ years of experience in business management, setup, and operations, 6 years in bookkeeping, tax preparation, consulting, small business, setup and creation and scaling your business. So, and I said this is important because it's tax season, and I guarantee all of y'all ain't getting y'all money. You're getting what the W-2 say money, but you ain't, if you're in a small business, I guarantee you ain't getting your money, and she probably about to tell you. She helps clients obtain knowledge to enhance their business through accurate bookkeeping, which Lord knows we need to do, taxes and accounting records to achieve best practices, utilizing their financial records to scale their business. And I'm pretty sure that I have yelled at most of you for these very reasons about bookkeeping and taxes, because when I have a person today in 2023 still say, should I claim my vending fees? Lets me know you don't know what the hell you're doing. Okay, so welcome, Miss Shelina, to the Unprofessional Professional Show. How are you today?
I am okay. I am good. I'm ready.
Give me a little background about you and your business.
Okay, well, I started Whitmore's Tax Prep in March of 2022, but I became an entrepreneur in March of 2020. Okay. Just a quick background about that. I was working as a manager of an agency, and with COVID and things getting ready to happen, she basically came to me and said she wanted to put me back in the field.
Okay.
So I said, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to move on. And lo and behold, the rest is history. And now here we are, Whitmore's Tax Prep. We're in our first full year of, thank you, round of applause.
Yes, I'm here for that.
First full year of operating as a full-fledged business, but I have been doing contracting work, doing taxes for about 6 years now.
Okay, so you know what you know, huh? You do what it do.
Yes,
I love it. I love it. And again, pay attention. Get a note. Take this time. Go get a damn notebook. Because I guarantee somebody ain't doing what they're supposed to do. Taxes is such a touchy thing, and especially with small business, because when you jump off the realm from W-2 to 1099, it's a whole nother monster. Okay, and people are so used to the W-2 telling them what you've made, what you've given in taxes. Well, now you got to do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? And people aren't putting aside money for taxes, vendors' taxes. They're not collecting. Hey, you did a job. You should be paid for it. You should be claiming it. So I was excited about this just for the nuggets because, again, the questions that if I'm still getting questions like, should I claim mileage? Should I claim vendor fees? Should I claim, supplies? I'm like, really? What are you doing
then? You can't even fully see my shop. Like,
honey, I claim cheeseburgers between two friends talking about Rebellious Beauty. Okay, I don't let no money stay on the table. So I know people need this interview particularly. So thank you. Okay, get a damn pen. Okay, take some damn notes. Okay, because I guarantee y'all gonna need everything that's about to be said, and then y'all maybe will stop aggravating my soul in my inbox. So, Miss Shelina, let's get into this interview. So I would like to know, what is one of the most common challenges facing self-employed people, and how does your program fix the problem?
Okay, well, one of the number one things that I've seen is, you've touched on it very, very well right now. The number one thing that I'm seeing is they don't know what they don't know. They have this great idea. They have this great product. They have this great service. And they want to sell it, and they can make money because they have been making money. But what they don't understand is, once you start doing that, that puts you in a different category. You are no longer just an employee. You are now a business owner. And we need to start really focusing on, I don't just have this product that I sell on the side. We're not selling. I mean, even if we selling the CDs out the back of the car, we have to start treating it like a business.
Where my hat at for the collection? Because it needs to be a collection plate. Can I get somebody for the building fund? Can somebody put some dollar signs in the chat? Honey, would you tell these people?
Yes, ma'am. It is so important. You are now a business owner.
And act like it. Stop acting like an employee and act like an owner. W-2s are employees. 1099s are owners. Go ahead.
And that. Okay. But no, that's one of the biggest challenges that I've seen, that people have all these great opportunities and these great ideas, but don't know what to do with it and don't know how to really scale it to make it something magical for them to keep wanting to do it.
Where is my plate? I got to get a collection plate in here. Okay. Season 3, y'all, sound effects, because the amount of nuggets that just got dropped in this one sentence. Did you catch that, T? Did it go over your head? Okay. Make sure y'all catch the replay so you can listen to it again and again and again. Put it on autoplay. Start acting like a damn business owner and stop acting like an employee, especially if you're going to step off into this realm. Act like the bit, because again, if you treat your business like a hustle, it'll be a hustle. If you treat it like a business, it can business. Okay. Yeah, so if you keep acting like you work for somebody, that's the way your stuff is going to be set up. Or act like you work for yourself and do the work. It goes back to, once again, if you literally go back to every episode I've done, it goes back to do the work. And nobody wants to do the work. Nobody wants to do the work. So thank you.
Skip, and you can't skip the work, no matter what.
You can't skip no steps. Okay. It just ain't, and you can, but then somebody gonna be at your door like, can I talk to you? But you can, but yeah. So inform the people on what is the difference between someone that is self-employed and a business owner. And when I tell you to say it slow and loud for these folks, because I don't think they understand, give it to them, girl. And I mean, give it, no Vaseline, explain it to them.
Okay, so let's start with being self-employed. Self-employed is, in fact, to me, for me, self-employed business owner, there is no real difference. But what I am going to break down for you guys is the difference in what it can potentially look like on your tax return. So self-employed, you're talking your Uber drivers, Lyft, DoorDash, any side hustle consulting work that you're doing that someone has contracted you for a certain amount of days, a certain amount of times, a certain amount of hours, and they're going to pay you and give you a 1099 NEC for that time in that work. And that then goes on your tax return. We'll get further into that, but it goes on your tax return, but it's still just you, right? Now, the difference with a business owner, and I say this, only reason I consider that there is a difference is once you have put a name to this thing. You've gotten that EIN number. You've gone to the state of Ohio and you've registered with the state of Ohio. You
Sounds
are
familiar.
now a business owner. Now, the spirit of self-employed is you own your business and you've taken control from the W-2, from your employer, from your supervisor on how you're going to work and where you're going to work. As a self-employed person, you're picking it on your own. As a business owner, you have created an entity, and that entity, you can take all of this work as a self-employed person and pour it into that entity, but it is now a different thing as a business owner. When you've created that name, got those numbers, got those registrations with the state and certified yourself, that makes you a business owner.
Did y'all ever hear that before? Did somebody ever tell y'all that before?
They needed it again, sis. We're going to give it to them as many times as they need to hear it.
Who told y'all that? Who said that? Who is that? Miss Elonia? You new to the group. Because, honey, if you've been here, you know Mother says it daily. I yell about it. I cuss about it. I even hit some people that I see in person about it, okay? Somebody else has said it, okay? You got to know the difference. Registration is key, okay?
Yes,
EINs are key. LLCs and proper stuff is key. Well, honey, somebody welcome. First of all, shit. Oh, sorry. Somebody put the disclaimer in the group. We have a newbie here. Okay, we need to let Miss Alonia know the rules here in the Black Girl Business Hour. Okay, somebody put the disclaimer in the group about what happens when I start talking. Okay, where we at? Somebody put the disclaimer in the group ASAP.
What
so
happens
everybody
in the group stays in the group.
Okay, somebody put the disclaimer in the group. What happens in the group? Okay, we strap in, Miss Alonia girl, because you have never experienced anything like me. Registration is key. I yell about it. Get your stuff together. We got people still ain't got bank accounts up in here, okay? We ain't doing that this year, okay? Okay. We ain't doing that this year, okay? I won't hear, I won't see it. Get your life together, okay? We doing business in 23, okay? I sat and I babysat at y'all for 20, 21, and part of 22. We're not doing this shit in 23. I got you some real tax people here. I cuss a lot. It used to be a little, but the more I get into this year, it's becoming more and more, okay? Last episode, I said I was doing better. Between last week and this week, I determined that I was not getting better at my cussing, okay? It is getting worse, okay? And until y'all get together, the cussing is going to be more and more, okay? Thank you for the disclaimer. So, now you know, Mother cusses, okay? Just a little bit or a lot. So, please take notes. That is the difference, people, between employed and business owner. Once you take the initiative, go out there and register yourself, you are now a business owner. Ms. Shelina, please explain to these folks why bookkeeping is so important for self-employed business owners. One of these things again, slow and loud, child, slow and loud.
Okay, so now we're going to keep it broke up for a little bit, and then I'll, towards the end, I'll merge it for you. But so the basic premise for bookkeeping is to know a few things. How much money did you make? How much money did it cost you to make that money?
What damn hat?
And how much potential do you owe for taxes? Let me say it again, slow and easy. We're going to do this one slow and easy, you guys. Bookkeeping. Number one thing is how much money or how much income did you bring in? How much did it cost you to make that money?
Profit margins.
How much do you potentially need to pay out in taxes? It's plenty more that goes with it, but we're going to keep it short and sweet today.
And those are
big,
most important.
The most important. So please, 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 one last time for the folks in the back.
Hell, the folks in the front. Say it again.
For the folks in the back. Bookkeeping, reasons for it, for business owners or self-employed. How much money did you make? How much money did it cost you to earn that money, which is your expenses, which is how much did it cost you to make that product? How much did it cost you to promote that product? How much did it cost you to ship it, the whole 9 yards. How much money did you make? How much did it cost you to make that money? And how much do you potentially owe in taxes? Amen.
Can we please bow our heads and say a little prayer for what just happened? Like, seriously, y'all don't understand the gems that just fell out this woman's mouth, okay? Like, there's somewhere in this group, there's a profit margin video floating around, okay? Because what do I say? Daily, you cannot run a business if you don't know how much money is coming in and going out at the same time. This nonsense of, I bought $100 worth of stuff, I made $100, I broke even, is not
no,
even,
ma'am. Which you actually did was lost about $50.
You ain't counted your time, you ain't counted your vendor fees, you ain't counted how much it cost you to put this product up, you ain't counted nothing. You ain't made no money, sis. $100, girl, I can hand you $100. You ain't made no money. I'll be seeing them too, like, oh, I bought about $150 worth of stuff and I made about $200. So I came up. Get out my face. Take you and your little $200 to get out my face. I could have gave you $200. Keep records, keep receipts, because these are things that tax proprietors need, okay? Y'all just out here buying stuff with your regular credit card. You buying supplies with your regular Visa. You done went to the grocery store and bought groceries and supplies on the same receipt. Stop it. Stop it. If you have a card or an account dedicated to business, that's what you should be putting business expenses on. So when you take these wonderful receipts to Miss Shelina, she know what the hell you bought for your business. Okay.
Oh, man.
You done hit my whole... Look, I'm on the soapbox because you just don't understand the amount of yelling I do about this very thing. Okay, and I'm not a tax provider. Okay, that's common sense stuff. This is common sense. Okay, so girl, I can't. I call the whole business Holy Ghost. Okay, my mind. Okay, remember you in church and you just pass out? That's where I'm at, child. I need the people, the pulpit, and the water people and the nurse. Okay, to come fan me back. Fan me back, okay? Because I done passed out, okay? I didn't get, this is the business gospel right here, okay? Okay? So, explain the different types of tax returns and what your preparer should be telling you before they submit to the IRS. And let me tell you something. It is okay to question your tax proprietor, to know their experience, because taxes are on many different levels. Everybody doesn't do every type of tax. It's a lot of different taxes going on out here. You know, I worked for Social Security for many years and people would ask me questions. I'm like, I don't do that part. Everything is broken up into different entities. So make sure you are, because you don't want a lawyer that does tax law and you a criminal. Child, you need a criminal attorney. So you want to make sure you're getting the right tax proprietors, and make sure you are questioning your tax proprietor. And hint, hint, people at H&R Block, they just your cousin. They ain't nobody special, okay? They ain't went to no school. They just Roscoe and them from down the damn street, okay? So don't be like, girl, I got my taxes done at H&R Block. Girl, you probably going to jail. Don't, Question your people and question them. Take all these big name tax proprietors, question their ass too. So please, I'll read it again because I know I done ran my mouth, but child, you are preaching to the choir, honey, up here. You are preaching a word. Explain the difference. Explain the different types of tax returns and what your proprietor or your preparer should be telling you before they submit to the IRS.
Okay, let's first go over the few different types of tax returns. Now, everybody understands what a 1040 is. That's your personal tax return, right? That's what your W-2 goes on. That's what even some of your 1099 NECs will go on. It starts out on the 1040. And what happens is if you are, I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. Okay, so if you are a independent contractor, whatever that is, whatever type of work, Lyft driving, all of that kind of stuff, you have to create a Schedule C, which is a profit and loss statement that goes on your personal return. This is very important because people are like, oh, wait a minute, I've been filing my personal taxes, but I haven't been filing my business taxes. Okay, well, do you have an S Corp? No. Okay, well, then your business taxes should have gone on your personal return on a Schedule C. This is the stuff that you need to be asking. This is the stuff that you need to be finding out. What am I supposed to be doing with this money that I've earned, Lyft driver, whatever, and that's what you should be really getting to know your tax preparer for them to be able to give you this kind of information. They charging you a pretty penny. I know mine start at $100 for just a couple of W-2s, but it can run the gamut of $500, $600.
I've done my own for the past 20 years, and even me preparing my own just to use the software is a couple $100.
Exactly. Exactly. So with that being said, there's the other type of tax returns, which some of us would not see for a minute, is if you need to have an 1120S, if you have an S Corp, if you had a partnership and each person is going to get has a stake in the business, you need a 1065. So there's different levels to this thing, but for all intents purposes of what we need to talk about, you're going to more than likely be doing a 1040 with a Schedule C attached. Or if you have rental properties, it's your 1040 with a Schedule E attached to your personal return.
And let me tell you, the reason why a lot of you didn't get money, PPP loans, or even just grants, is because you didn't have your Schedule C set up to see how much your business actually made that year.
Exactly.
And I guarantee if I put Schedule C in here, half y'all can't tell me what it is. That was the determining factor on who got money in 2020 and who did not. Because when they said, hey, send me over your Schedule C, well, the Schedule C describes in detail what you actually made, and what you said you spent money on, and here's the difference. Here's what you actually made. So yeah, we'll say you made $50K in sales. Well, you spent 32 in product. You only made what, 15,000, if that, 20? That's what you made. So when people run around here talking about certain people made $1 million in a day, yeah, she did on paper. And then she started hitting that subtract button. I guarantee it wasn't $1 million.
Come on, friend, tell them.
Guarantee it wasn't $1 million, because guess what? Those pretty little makeup boxes cost money. All them pretty little people that put them in another box, they cost money. All this wonderful advertisement, it costs money. All of those boxes she put those boxes in, cost money. All those pretty little factories that make all that stuff, cost money. Then you got to pay yourself, I would hope, and you cost money too.
Come on. Hello?
That just went over so many people's head. So while you're running around here on social media looking at what people do, look at the fact that, and let me tell you, I make a whole shitload of money. I spend just as much because it's supposed to run my life, right?
Amen.
So,
amen.
Yeah, I made a whole crap load of money. I gave just as much of it out. Okay. Amen. And that's what's on your Schedule C. And that was the determining factor why when people were running around here telling me I got a business, I ain't getting no money. That's all they wanted to see. That's literally all they wanted was your Schedule C. And what was the other? I think it was the 1065 they wanted?
Either or, because so what happened for the 1065 is for a partnership. So it would have been anyone, it would have been for any one of those. Your 1040 with the schedules attached, either the C, the E, or whatever one you fall under, or the 1065 or an 1120S. That's what they needed to see if you were in business. And I mean, there were people that were getting PPP loans that were Lyft drivers because Lyft shut down. I was driving Lyft in 2020. I was doing shut down for weeks, and there was no money to be had for a couple of weeks. And then it had to restart, and they sent us information. Hey, here's the info to show that you are eligible for PPP if you need it.
They were for Lyft because I did Uber and I switched over to Eats. And when I switched over to food delivery, we were able to keep going. But let me tell you, they were handing the money out for PPP, for grants, hell, even for unemployment, for 1099. They were helped. That's why I'm like, if you missed 2020, because it was literally we're here. And all you had to do was do good business.
And that's it.
All you need, and this is that was the determining factor on who was doing good business and who was not. And it was so many that weren't doing good business.
Or just some business, period.
Or just some business, period. It just wanted to show, but that was showing you people weren't even filing correctly. Because they weren't filing nothing. They weren't filing anything. Because if you had filed anything, it would have shown
you would have gotten some money.
You would have gotten some money. Miss Shelina, this needs a part 2. I know we ain't done with this one. But we're going to have a special show if you accept on Let's Talk Taxes, because I guarantee people don't know what Schedule C's are. They don't know what 1064s are. They don't know the difference between W-4, W-9, and 1099. Okay. And I think it is something that really truly needs to be discussed. I think people need to understand extensions. I think people need to understand corrections. I think people need to understand CPAs and what they do specifically for business, deductibles, renting your own house out. Like, people don't understand. You can rent your own, if you have a business in your home, you can rent your space out. I rent my office. This stuff like that. Your cars, and it's so many things that's on the table that people don't understand, and they're missing so much for simple mistakes. So I am presenting this to you if you have the time, and we'll schedule this, and this is going to be a thing. We are going to talk not just business, but we're going to talk taxes, because this is a lot of people getting stuff snatched, and you getting first of all, they're coming after you, and they should be coming after your business, and that's all wrong. So that means you register wrong. Like, challenges need to be talked about. So we will schedule something to talk taxes. So you've heard it here first. We're going to do a special show called Let's Talk Taxes, because this is such an important subject, especially in business. Yes, I scream and holler about business credit and all this stuff, and that's fine. But if you don't have your cash together, your taxes together, you're not in business. You're not in business. You're not in business. Like, seriously, I got my papers ready. I'm a late filer. I don't file to the 15th. Literally hit the button on the 18th this year. But see, that's another thing. People don't even know when the damn tax date is, because they're trying to run out in January and file taxes. So I'm a last day person. Literally 11th hour, I hit send, because it ain't that serious.
Exactly. I have a few that I do the same thing for.
Yeah. So I think this is a subject that needs to be touched on even more, and I think it needs another episode. But in the meantime, before we go on, we need to pay the other half of the bill. So the second half of our Black Girl Business Hour is sponsored by Influence Inc. That's the letter N, FLUENCED. Influence Inc., your go-to for all marketing related services such as PR, promotional content, and support, social media marketing and management, the most reliable agency for merchandising and promotional branding. Follow Influence Inc. on all social media platforms. That is the letter N, FLUENCED. And if you would like to get in touch with them, you can get in touch with them at mfaglar, FAGALAR, at influenceinc.com. And I will put that in the chat. Okay. Now, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, because I love information, and I love correct information. And we've had so many great interviews on this show of people that aren't famous giving out real gems. And so I appreciate you all. And sometimes I get a little overwhelmed, like, wow, you people aren't getting your flowers, and you should be. Like, seriously.
Thank you.
Like, for real. So let the people know why is having a separate checking account for your business so important. Girl, honey, we could talk for hours. I swear, I yell about it daily. Please tell these people why you should not be having your money in this, because I'm pretty sure I've said it, but say it again, please.
Okay. First of all, the number one reason is if at the very bottom of the barrel, you decide you don't want to do any other kind of bookkeeping or, follow the actual guidelines of bookkeeping, at the very least, it legitimizes your business to have a business account, and it helps you keep track of what you're spending, what you're making. If they can only Zelle you or Cash App you or however they're going to pay you out of that one account, that is the Whitmore's tax, that is Influenced Inc., if they're only going to that account, that will automatically tell you exactly how much money you made for the year, or how much money you earned, not how much money you made, how much money you earned for the year. And then guess what? If you only use that account to buy your products, to do your marketing, to do your websites, your software, if you only use that account, guess what? That's where 50% of your bookkeeping is right there.
It's right there.
You've got at least 50 to 60% of your bookkeeping done if you only have the monies going in and the money's coming out into that one account.
That's it. Pull the summaries every month. Pull your report.
Pull your statement.
Pull your statement every month.
And that's your every month you highlight in green the money, and in an orange or something in your expenses. Boom, pal. Add them all up at the end of the year.
Don't be buying shea butter and mayonnaise on the same card.
Well, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. So much people do not truly understand how the IRS don't bother you until you send them up a red flag. And they even let you get away with a few red flags because they got millions of people. But once you start shooting up them red flags,
they coming for you.
They coming for you. And when I say they are going to, my office had an audit a couple of years ago, and he didn't do anything wrong. His bookkeeping was immaculate, but he got randomly picked.
And they do that.
They still were like, we want all the original receipts that you have, even if the ones are like, they say, oh, well, the receipts get faded. Keep it anyway.
Keep them. At least, how many years do you recommend people keep receipts?
3 to 5.
Because I'm a hoarder, so I'm just now getting rid of stuff from like 16.
3 to 5 is good. The actual return, I would say about 7, and that's with federal and state. Now, my homegirl Rita, Auntie Rita, you keep everything for her forever. Everything forever.
And hey, take pictures of it. Make a folder in your cloud. Get scanners.
And for those that don't know who Auntie Rita is, she's the regional income tax agency for multiple cities in Northeast Ohio. So
this is why I'm saying need a whole Let's Talk Taxes class,
and she's a tenacious little gal.
That you need to be. What are you keeping your records on? Do you have QuickBooks? Do you have Zoho? What do you have?
Listen, we definitely could do it we could talk about it for a long time.
For hours, because again. And it's so many things out here that you could keep records with. Do you have an Excel sheet? How are you keeping records? I'm so baffled at how people are keeping records out here.
Or if they are keeping them at all.
Or if they're doing them at all.
I still, year after year, have business owners, self-employed individuals that don't keep track of anything. And they'll come this year. I will get them all set up, tell them exactly what to do and what to keep track of. And then when they call me next year to do their 23 return, I'll say, do you got your income and your expenses? Well, I'm gonna have to go back through there and go through my bank statements and find out what I got. Okay.
As a business owner, you should be reconciling every 30 days. I reconcile every 30 days.
So now we're talking bookkeeping. That's actually that's why I said, if you have your own bank, the business bank account, that does about 50% of the bookkeeping that you need to keep track of. There is some other things that you really, as you gonna scale that business, if you're growing that business, there's a whole bunch of other things that you add in little bit by little to really understand what bookkeeping is all about. We talking balance sheets, we talking profit and loss statements every month. We talking about reconciling your accounts with either your QuickBooks or whatever bookkeeping or tracking you're using along with that bank statement. You need to be pulling that bank statement every month to reconcile it with what came through the QuickBooks. OMG.
And QuickBooks has a wonderful reconcile that'll flag stuff for you and say, look, you need to look at this.
Hey, check this here out.
What you can even pull up with this? Let me tell you, I am a QB whore. I tried to get rid, I tried to dump the hoe.
But you can't. You gonna stick with us. I'm a QuickBooks online master advisor. So I
am a QuickBooks whore. Okay. I tried to get away from it. I said, you know what? QuickBooks prices is going up. They're doing the most. Oh my God, I'm out of here. I'm right back.
There's value. There's a lot of value.
Look, I'm back with a whole second account. How I leave and come back and get a whole new account? I had to open up a whole second one. Some things, I am a true QB advocate. It is bookkeeping at its best. It is reports. I am a good report, especially with the type of business that I have with products. I want to see what individual product I sold, and I need a nice bar graph or pie chart to tell me. Okay, I live by stuff like that. I live by colors and pie chart. That is the administrative in me. That is the administrative person in my soul. Because I come from administrative. I worked for the government for 20 years and 17 years, almost 20, hell, round off to your nearest 20. But I worked for the government for a long time. I've always supported other people as far as bookkeeping, records. I've always ran the money. Even when I was at the hospital, I ran the money. I did reconcile. I'm a huge advocate for reconcile. Okay. That is what I do. Okay. If you need me to keep up with your money, I keep up with money. Okay. And not to the dollar, to the penny.
The penny, baby.
Pennies are going. I don't want no estimates. I don't want no, oh yeah, it was about $10. No, I know it's $10.72. Okay. I know it all. I am a big, huge, let me tell you something. If there was a pimp convention and QB was the pimp, I'll be standing right next to him as one of the hosts. Because let me tell you, I live by QuickBooks, okay? I tried. It's on this board. I tried to say, find something cheaper and better than QuickBooks. And if you look up there, it says back to QB.
Okay, you'll find something cheaper, but you won't find anything
You won't find nothing better. It said, take your simple ass back to QB. And I said, okay, I'm going back. And I ended up.
Stay home, sis. Stay home.
I did. I went back home. I tried to leave and I went home. Right on back to QB, opened my second account. And child, I just said, I don't know what I would do without them. Seriously. You know, I've downgraded and upgraded and downgraded. I can't leave because their bookkeeping is immaculate. I don't know how people survive without them. When people say, I don't use QuickBooks, this be me. What do you mean? Right. What are you doing there?
Like,
you're going to jail. I use TurboTax. TurboTax imports my info from QuickBooks over to. I said, how y'all living out here? Okay, I'm spoiled. I need that. That system is great. Take your money and invest it into QuickBooks.
That leads me to the one thing that I really, really want everybody to really get to understand.
Listen, y'all, this is a good one.
We have Whitmore's Tax Prep and Consulting has a program that will help you learn how to use and utilize your QuickBooks the most effective way.
When the class,
don't get overwhelmed with it. It seems like a lot. We spilling a lot of tea when it comes to all that it can do. But let me tell y'all something. This is important. Stop right here. Listen to this. QuickBooks could and can be one of your best friends as a business owner, ladies and gentlemen, if there's some gentlemen out there. And we have a program as a QuickBooks certified pro advisor. I have a program that will step by step show you the fundamentals of QuickBooks. And then we have an additional program if you want something more advanced. But them fundamentals, baby, you gotta have them. And
look, when the class? I'm in. And here's the thing. I know, but I'm in. I'll come.
Yeah, we do that class. I'm doing it monthly. We're gonna start the next class after tax season. It's a little tough, trying to get.
I got you. No, yeah, this is a critical season.
Yeah, this is go time.
This is go time. Exactly. But whenever it is, front row, we going. Because I'll be in there with my big hat on and my fan like, say it now. Because yes, okay. QuickBooks is your friend. It is my friend. It is my good friend. Okay. I tried to leave chat. When I tell you I was over here stressing.
Listen, we over here doing a QuickBooks commercial. They need to pay us.
They need to pay us.
They need to get them to be a sponsor.
Look, they should be, because I did a little customer service for them, because I'm like, I know all this stuff right here. Now I'm the QuickBooks queen. I've had QuickBooks for probably a clean 10 years, and they have been my friend. Okay. But like I said, we fell out for just a taste. Okay. And it won. We were fighting and it won, because I brought my simple self right on back. I said, I'm sorry, and I need another account.
I'm gonna go ahead and sit on down.
I'm gonna sit on down, and here go my credit card, and just take all the damn money, because I went somewhere else and I cannot run reports over there.
Listen, friend, we'll talk about that too. Sidebar. We'll get.
Like, I can't run reports on that one, and I'm sad because I like reports. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that sidebar. I have because I'm a pro advisor, I can utilize special discounts. So we'll talk about that too.
Look, I think I'm gonna cry. Okay. Y'all don't understand how much money I shell out to QuickBooks. Okay. I think I'm gonna cry. Okay. Yeah. So tell me, who really is your target audience? Are you preferring small business, or are you just taxing whoever come up there with their stuff, right?
Listen, I will take any and all tax returns, of course. I also do corporate returns. I do 1120S. I do 1065s. I do all of them. However, my baby, my passion, my folks is the little guy, that small business, that brand new business, that self-employed individual that needs to understand that you can really literally take. I have a client that he took his Lyft business. He was doing Uber, he was doing Lyft, he was a diamond driver, blah, blah, blah. He was like killing it, making a smooth 6-figure salary doing Uber and Lyft.
And you can, if you really you can, easy.
But so what we did was, I'm like, okay, but guess what we getting ready to do? We getting ready to turn this thing into a full-fledged transportation business, and we gonna get you a couple of cars. We gonna boom, boom, boom.
Yes, I love a fleet.
Yeah. So you really can do whatever you want. You can start as small as you want and grow that thing into a conglomerate if you want to. You can be umbrella and stuff. You can take multiple businesses. You can umbrella up under a nonprofit. Mm-hmm. I could go on and on for days. But most importantly, the people that I really would love to be able to help is that small business, is that self-employed person that's like, look, I'm making good money, but now I need to know how I don't have to just be the only one driving, or be the only one doing whatever it is. I need to grow this thing. So those are my folks. That's my clan.
The small business, y'all. So are you taking new clients?
Always.
Y'all heard it.
Always.
Get your questions ready. If you got questions, throw them in the chat now. She is taking new clients. So here's my other big question. For those new clients, are you able to correct a bull?
I can't. So here's the thing. With correcting their bull, absolutely I can. We gonna have to get. What I usually do is find out how much tomfoolery. I'm gonna try not to cuss today. See how.
Don't worry, I cuss for you. Tag me in.
See how much tomfoolery is actually going on, and I'll tell them, hey, look, this is a whole hot ass mess, or this ain't no big deal. We can get this together. Now, no matter what, I can get it all together. I can fix it all for you. but it's how much are you willing to invest? Because the more that I
was about to grab this mic. You have to pay, people.
It's about how much do you want to invest in this business? Because if I have to come in and fix it for you, it's gonna cost you.
And as it should.
But
as it should.
But what I also am going to say is, if I come in and fix it for you, it's gonna cost you. But it really is the value of what we do at Whitmore's Tax Prep is second to none. We will get you to a place where that, even if it costs you $1,200, $1,300 for me to fix a couple of years worth of bullshit,
cost you now, but it won't cost you later.
And that $1,200, I'll at the end of it, I'll be able to show you how you can generate that money back and how you can make more.
And keep yourself in order, so we don't have to
keep yourself in order. If you don't want to have me do it for you every month, if you don't want me to be the bookkeeper every month, I can clean it up for you. I can fix it for you and then put you in the class and show you how to do it yourself. And that value alone, you can't even put a price on it.
Honey, you can't put a price on taxes. And I know I didn't work for the IRS, but I worked for the government. I did reconcile. I knew. I've been through a few audits that were not pretty. And this was with the government, okay? That came in and was like, hey, why y'all buy this? And I'm like, hey, I don't know. So
I don't know. Why did we buy that?
I know why we bought it, because it was the end of the year and we was trying to spend this money, but we can't tell you that. But you know.
Hello. Listen, I worked for a nonprofit for 5 years, so
yeah, like I said, I'm trying to spend this money, so when we ask for more,
we ain't giving it back.
Because we ain't giving it back, and we ain't taking less. So that's why you have this cappuccino maker in my desk. Not your business, but okay. Let me tell you something. Y'all have literally been schooled today. I hope you watched the replay. For those of you who just got in here, there's going to be a second show, okay? The second show is going to be called Let's Talk Taxes. We usually just talk business, but we need to talk taxes because some of y'all missing and some of y'all messed up and some of y'all ain't bookkeeping and some of y'all ain't doing nothing right. I started this group in 2020. I'm pretty sure I've been screaming it ever since, okay? Hey, that manifestation BS can't happen if you ain't doing the work. And if you do manifest it, the IRS gonna say, hey, yeah, nope, I'm gonna take that too. Get your stuff in order. You're grown people, you're calling yourself business owners. And that's why I side-eye a lot of people when they come to me trying to be my friend, talking about some damn business. And I'll be like, because you ain't got nothing going on right. I can smell it. Like it smell wrong, like it's wrong. Okay? You smell like nothing's registered. Okay? Because when you talk to me, you said it wrong anyway. So I'm like, oh, she ain't got nothing going on. But then when I offer you some services to get your life together, mentorship, Discord groups, all types of stuff, and ask you for a few dollars, I'm wrong. My stuff together. Okay, I'm all this mess back here is filed. Okay?
What a fan at?
Okay, filed. My stuff filed. Okay, anybody come with me? Okay, I'm just saying. So people do deserve pay. Now, I ain't saying charge nobody $2,000 or more. Some of y'all do need to pay $2,000, especially if you're doing like 10 years worth of taxes. It should be more. But I think some of the people on this show and their services are very reasonable compared. Okay. And I provided people to you who can show receipts for their success, their success rate. Okay. Because I don't back nothing that I don't believe in. Okay. So, because best believe, a lot of people try to be like, let me be on your show. And then I look at their stuff and be like, no, sis. Nope.
Not yet.
Probably not ever. Because again, you smell like that you're not you smell unregistered and I don't like it. So yeah, I'm never going to let people on the show that I don't think can provide a legit service. It just doesn't happen. And I don't give a shit what you think about me. We all know that. I could care the amount of you know what, I'm gonna try to be good, but the amount of F's given from me, okay, I don't care what you think about me, okay, because I ain't here to make friends. I'm here to make success, and I want people to be successful. I want people around me to be successful, so that way when we together, we can be successful together. But if I'm successful and she's successful and you ain't, child, I don't even want you to eat my fries at the table, okay? Get away from me. I don't want your little unsuccessful, unregistered ass around me. Okay? I don't want it. Get away from me. So, Miss Shelina, because we are going to continue this and we're going to get deep into the next one with what certain forms mean. Because again, I guarantee you, people don't know what Schedule C's are and the different types of tax forms, which is why they lost. Tell people right now, because she did say she is accepting new customers, new clients. Get in for a consultation. Just have her at least look over you to say, yeah, I can help you. Child, what you doing? Or get the hell out of my office. How can they contact you?
Okay, well, it's Whitmore's Tax Prep on all social media.
And she's gonna put it in the group too, so y'all can get it. So
I'm gonna put it in the group chat. I'm going to also, we have a website, whitmorestaxprep.com, where you can go to set up an appointment, a consultation. Consultations are not free right now because it is tax season and my time cannot get wasted. However, friends, I am a reasonable person. Please, please, please contact us, even if it is just for that consultation, to say, hey, can you let me know what few things I need to make sure that I have when I get ready to file my taxes, or I want to be able to set up my LLC, get this business started. What are those few things that I need done? We can help you with all of that at Whitmore's Tax Prep. So all social media, Whitmore's Tax Prep, whitmorestaxprep.com. We're on Square, we're on Google, we on Yelp, we everywhere. Find us.
Does the consultation fees, if they decide to pursue the service?
Yes, it does go, that consultation fee, if you get your taxes prepared with me, that fee goes into that tax return amount. So it would be minus whatever your consultation fee is. Also, if you want to sign up for any of the classes, all of that does go towards whatever services you pick.
Because I'm be in the classes. I'm be at Shelina house in my pajamas. Like, you ready? We ready to go? Is it time to go? Time to go, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. We're very excited about the classes. We're gonna get those going as soon as May, for sure. We're gonna have our first, at least have it ready to go with dates and times.
So May. Even if you're 22 is unsavable right now, at least get in there for 20, so your 23 don't look as messed up. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Please, people.
We trying to get. I listened to this lady named Rachel Rogers, and her book is called. Get this book, y'all. We Should All Be Millionaires. Read that book, right? And it really touched my heart, because she said, "Listen, the more we move the needle on getting millionaires, the more we're moving the needle for generations and generations after us. So please, 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 this stuff is not just for F's sake. This is important. Your taxes are important. Your bookkeeping is important.
Like, how you think people got to where they are?
Yourself, you need to understand how you're doing it and why you're doing it.
Right. And nobody's discouraging people from doing it themselves, because I'm a big advocate of doing it yourself. But you got to know what you're doing. Know what you're doing. And it's okay to consult, because where you may not need her full service, you may just have a question. Pay for it and keep going. Pay for the question and keep going. Like, why is that so hard? You know what I'm saying? I have an attorney. Sometimes I have to pay for the question. I get like 3 free or something, but then I have to pay, and it's okay. Because that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? So get to a point where you can learn, because here's my thought. I want all y'all in this group, but at some point I should be able to turn some of this shit over to y'all. You teach it. I said what I needed to say. I can't teach you anything else, young grasshopper. Go off into the world, because that's how it should be. You should graduate at some point. At some point, some of y'all should just be here for fun, because I didn't taught you every damn thing I know. And if you get something that I don't know, you should be in here teaching, because that's how that goes.
Amen.
I should never be the smartest person in the room. It's ridiculous. If I'm ever the smartest person out of 600 or now 718 people, Lena's leaving the goddamn room, because I shouldn't be here. I don't care what you teach me. You teach me how to make grilled cheese. Hell, I'd be like, shit, I know how to do that. Is that what you do? Teach me something. You should be able to teach somebody something. If you're in here to learn, that's wonderful. But at some point, don't always be the person that's receiving. Be the person that's given to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Miss Shelina is a great tax proprietor. You think she said, "Hey, Lena, what you think?" Because I may know. Hey, I do taxes, but it may be some stuff I don't even know. I ain't know that. Like, we gotta keep this circle going of not just receiving, but giving. There's something you know that the rest of us don't know. And if it costs, then it costs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Amen.
okay with that.
Amen. Please share it. That is what these groups are for. This is not just about getting the likes. It's not just about, getting your algorithms up. That's great. That's wonderful. Let's get some algorithms together. However, what is the real value? What are we really learning? What are we really teaching? What are we really doing? Are we doing this for something real, or are we just on this fad because it's a whole bunch of entrepreneurs out here? Mm-mm.
And that's what I say. A lot of this,
I'm dragging y'all kicking and screaming with Lena. So
with this right here, literally, this recession is going to tell the tale for a lot of people. And I said this back in 21 about 2020. If your business went out of business in 2020, it was going anyway. It was on its way out anyway. I literally said that. I said, hey, 2020 didn't take you out. 1 year, 365 days didn't take you out. You was on your way out anyway. That's how you got out.
2017 is what took them out. 2017, 2016.
16, yeah, that took you out. 2020 just went on and kicked you on out the way. That's what took you out. It wasn't 2020. 1 year, yes, 2020 had an effect on us all. But the people who literally shut down, you was on your way out anyway. Places like Ruth Chris that shut down, Ruth Chris was in trouble way before the pandemic. But see, you have to pay attention to the atmosphere things that are going on. And I could talk about that for hours. The atmosphere, what's going on in the world. Because it's tied. Like today, did you know interest rates went up 2.5 or 0.25%? Well, that's about to affect everything. Did you know that? No, you didn't know that because you're too busy worried about what's going on in love and hip hop instead of what's going on in the damn world. Okay? Did you know? Hey, they just 2 years ago, they made us where we couldn't breathe. And now they about to make us itch because they're talking about it's damn fungus. Okay?
Oh, girl, listen.
Get ready. Something's on the horizon, but you got to pay attention. Don't be scared of it. Learn and be knowledgeable and then learn how to pivot around it. That's it. Literally, that is it. So Miss Shelina dropped all types of nuggets. I hope you go back to this recording and really listen to it. We are going to do a second show. Let's talk taxes. Her and I will get together. I know it's her busy season. So the fact that she took the time to sit and even do this, I appreciate it because taxes is serious right now until at least May, because all y'all that's going to be late, for the people who do know about extensions, you'll be running there after that. So we'll get together because this is an important topic that I think needs to be. In the meantime, if you need to talk to Miss Shelina, she just gave you all of her social media platforms, and she's going to put all this information in the group. For those of us catching this on YouTube, we will put all of that information in the bio or the description link. All her links and everything will be there. Please get your bookkeeping, your taxes together. It is impertinent. You're not a business owner if you don't. Sorry. If you're not claiming everything, I don't know what to tell you. You ain't businesses. You just hobbying. It's still a hobby. Shit, you still hobbying. Okay.
Hey, one more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing. Y'all, this is serious. If you've done business for more than 6 years and still haven't turned a profit, they don't even consider it a business no more. They call it a hobby. So when you said that, I'm like, that struck a chord with me. Let's get these businesses out of hobby status and get them into true entrepreneur, true business owner statuses, people.
And don't worry, because IRS gonna tell you that these LLCs and licenses are for making money, and it don't look like you making none. So, and if you got a business, if you have a vendor's license, which is very different than the EIN, you should be paying taxes, okay? Because if you don't, they're gonna give you this wonderful estimate to tell you. And don't freak out, just file your taxes, it'll readjust, but you need to do it, okay? Sorry, okay. So, thank you, Miss Shelina. This has been a great episode. I have a few favorite episodes. This is definitely in my top 5 because this one touches close to home. Like you all, first of all, I meant to bring this up at the beginning. This is the first episode that I've had my hair down. This is history. Somebody mark that out. You'll probably never see this again. Because I don't really do that. Okay. Thank you, Miss Shelina, for being on the Black Girl Business Hour. What you said was invaluable. Like, I hope everybody caught these nuggets in this tea. Like, you are like gold, sis. Like, seriously.
Thank you.
And to have her in this group, please, you get on here, go live, share, please, daily tips and nuggets if you can, just to keep the sisters on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? You know, when time permits, but it is so needed to, especially in this time, because people, you know, as soon as we say Happy New Year, we go straight into tax mode and we ain't doing none of the right stuff. So I definitely want you to drop as many nuggets that you feel like, you know, as you see them come in the office and they ain't got this, get in the group and say, hey, bring your damn receipts because I told you so. Like, it's okay for you to do that. Do that. Okay? Because they need to know. Like, so I thank you for being on the show. The sister group thanks you for being on the show. This was an excellent show. Like I said, I have a few favorites, and this one is definitely one of my favorite shows. So, and we will come back to talk taxes very soon, to go in very detail about the different forms and what they do, how to, you know, keep up with your bookkeeping programs that are really good, that will help you. But like she said, the bank will do 50% of it if you simply do it. And I can't say this enough. If your business bank account has your name on it, it's not a business bank account. It's just another bank account you opened up, and that's not the same thing. It should be opened up with your EIN number, not your social security number. I can't stress that enough either. So thank you, Miss Shelina, for coming on to our show and blessing us with your knowledge. I also like to thank our sponsors for this episode, Influenced Inc. and High Crown Marketing Group, for sponsoring this episode of the Black Girl Business Hour. If you would like to sponsor any episode of the Black Girl Business Hour, by all means, you can drop me a DM in the group. If you're catching this on YouTube, you can send me an email at businessbeautyrebel216@gmail.com, and I will get the packages over to you. We offer, I believe it's like 3 now, that you can get yourself mentioned and all that good stuff. Come on and sponsor some of these episodes. Y'all come on, definitely share. I'm going to drop the YouTube page in the group again. I know I'll be bad with that sometime, but hey, it be like that. I'd be busy. Sis be busy. But we're definitely going to come back and talk more taxes. Miss Shelina, do you have any closing remarks that you would like to get out to the people? And it don't even have to be about business. If you got anything that's inspirational, not inspirational, you know, yell at them, whatever. Give me your closing.
I just want to say, first of all, thank you, Lena, man. If it wasn't for beautiful women like you to even put these platforms together for us to get this information out, you talking about we need our flowers. Please, you need your flowers. You deserve your flowers.
Oh,
thank you. I would like to say one last thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not hard. It's just work.
That's it.
And if you can work and slave for 40, 50, 60 hours a week for somebody else, for Susie and the cat down the road, you can slave for yourself, 40, 50, for your generation, for your legacy, for your family. Let's start taking that same energy that we would put into these jobs and put it into ourselves, mentally, physically, and financially. That's all I got. I love y'all, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Whitmore's Tax Prep, we taking new clients. We trying to help as many people as we can. My goal before I lay my head down and say, okay, Jesus, I'm ready, is to help as many women owned and operated businesses as possible to keep us in business. That's it. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
That's always been my only goal. My goal is to have somebody throw me a coffee party. Wink, wink. No, I don't ask for much. A little coffee, but you know, they don't pay no attention to me. I'm just my job clearly is to just keep throwing the information out there. I don't get nothing out of breadstick, little coffee, soap, no nothing, chicken nuggets. I don't get nothing, you know, just Lena keep telling us the stuff. So, hey, announcement. So next week, I think we might have a free week, but the April dates are going to be released soon. So look out for those. If you would like to be a guest on the Black Girl Business Hour, those dates will be coming out very, very, very soon. Also, and this is exclusive for the Sister to Sister group, the Discord group. So we had a lot of, not pushback, but I wanted to get more people into mentoring. You know, I had a couple thousand say no and a couple thousand say yes, but I was only taking 5 and that wasn't enough. So what I did was come up with this private Discord group. You can pay monthly. It's really low. It's like $40 a month. And we are going to talk business over there. And that way we can invite every damn body we want to. Okay. So yes, if you still want the personal mentoring, we can work that out. But if we just want some general information where you can say, hey, Lena, I got a question, because Lena's much better at responding to Discord messages than anything else. Okay. So I'm going to get that information. We're getting that set up in the Discord. And the way my brain works in Discord is I drop stuff all times of the night. I'll be up and see something and just put it in the Discord group. So join the Discord group, y'all. I'll be dropping all types of stuff over there. Okay. It's a private group. Like I said, it's $40 a month. And we are going to be dropping all types of stuff. You get me exclusively. You can ask me all types of questions all up in that group and I'll answer because that's what I do. Discord is attached to myself. So thank you all again for joining the Black Girl Business Hour. We will be back for another episode really soon. Look out for those April dates. Our guest today was Miss Shelina Whitmore, owner of Whitmore Tax Prep, and she was amazing today. Look out for her to have her second interview really, really soon. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you, ladies, for hanging out with us tonight, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your evening. This has been your girl, L.Will, with the Unprofessional Professional Show, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.